Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is me, Moon Knight, with King Tut. We are here to talk about episode 3 of Moon Knight. It's called The Friendly Type, because I'm very friendly. Yes, I am. I'm also super OP. I've got the strength of the Hulk. I've got the invincibility of Wolverine. You can shoot me with bullets. Doesn't hurt me. I can spin around, collect the bullets, and shoot them back at you. You can impale me with spears. No problem at all. And the best thing about this episode is Marlene. I mean Layla, because she kicks some more dudes' asses. Yes, King Tut, what did you think about this episode of Moon Knight? King Tut? You bet your Egyptian ass it does.
Hey everybody, it's Eric. I am back with a review, discussion of episode 3 of Moon Knight called The Friendly Type. I have no idea why it's called The Friendly Type. I still don't have any idea why there was a goldfish in episode 1. In short, we're 3 hours in the Moon Knight, and I'm pretty confident that it sucks. The multiple personality thing isn't interesting. We only have 2 personas. There's a whole third one out there. There could be more. Who knows what they're going to do. But they're not even developing that in an interesting way. I don't think the overall search for never-ending MacGuffins is very interesting. You got to go here to look for that. Oh, wait, forget about that. You got to go here to look for that. And so the story is not that compelling, and the action is totally not compelling. We get a little more here for a few moments, and Moon Knight is so OP. There are no stakes, there's no tension, and my brain is just turning it off. All right, so things start off with Marlene. No, wait, hold on. I meant Layla. Layla is with her mom, and her mom is making her a fake ID to go to Cairo. Apparently, she's from Cairo. Why she needs a fake ID? Okay, sure. Reasons. And we learn that her dad is an archaeologist, or was an archaeologist. So Layla is very much like the Marlene character, but just not as good or fun. Then we go to Harrow Hawk, Ethan Hawke, and he's in a desert all of a sudden. And he's got the scarab compass, and it's like levitating. And I think he basically says, we found the tomb of Ammit. But apparently he didn't. Then we finally get to Mark Spector, and he is already in Egypt, and he's fighting like 3 dudes on top of a rooftop for some reason. And they keep doing the thing where as the fight kind of begins, they cut from Mark Spector to Steven, and he blacks out, and then he's somewhere else. He sees the guys again. He follows the guys again. Then he blacks out. Then he's beat up the guys. None of this is fun. This is not fun. Give me one good action scene with Mark Spector start to finish. They think they're being all tricky and awesome and artsy and different, but it's not an enjoyable experience to watch. It's not. Give me a good old Russo brothers fight any day of the week. Bring the Russo brothers back, please, Marvel. Oh, they're too good. But at the end of this segment, I thought this was kind of interesting because Khonshu is talking and tells Mark Spector to take the youngest one, like the kid, teenager, what have you, hold him over a cliff by his like scarf because Khonshu says he'll talk, and Mark Spector does it. But the kid pulls out like a knife. Does he pull out a knife? He doesn't stab Mark Spector with it. No, that would make sense. He cuts the scarf and then he like commits suicide and falls to his death. And then Khonshu says, "I thought he'd talk." It was funny for like a second, but overall disappointing. All right, so after Moon Knight cannot extract information from these 3 guys, that's the whole reason for the fight. It just occurred to me. Khonshu decides to make the sky dark, which summons all of the avatars for the Egyptian gods. They all meet in the Great Pyramid of Giza. So Mark Spector like turns a corner, and all of a sudden he's in a Great Pyramid. There's all these people there. They're like standing on the set of one of the Mummy movies. And it's all pretty and nice and pristine. And what he's there for is he has the opportunity to build his case against Harrow, who is the vessel of Ammit. And all of a sudden Harrow shows up quickly, and everyone's there, and Oscar Isaac just keeps yelling, and it's very political, and it's boring. And the gods give Mark Spector a safe place where he can vent his frustration and feelings. I kid you not. It's called a safe space. But Mark Spector, he's too weak to get the words out, so he doesn't make his case against Ethan Hawke Harrow and Amit. So all the avatars just leave. All right, so after all the avatar people leave the pyramid, the sexy avatar, the sexy lady, who is the avatar of Hathor, she says, Mark, I have something you need to know. Don't worry about any of that stuff. You need to track down this new MacGuffin to keep the show running. We need to fill 6 episodes. You need to track down Senfu's sarcophagus, because that holds the secret to finding the tomb of Amit. And it's on the black market somewhere. All right, so then Mark leaves the pyramid, and boom, Layla's just magically there. Layla finds Mark, and Mark apologizes to Layla, and Layla knows where to find this sarcophagus. It's apparently with an old ex-boyfriend named Mogart. Mogart was in the comics as Midnight Man. He dresses in a black suit. He steals things in New York City late at night, and he is rich because of that. Don't worry, we're not going to get any of that in an MCU show. No. Just leave that for those old comic books. We don't care about those comic books. Mark and Layla are going to hold hands and get all mushy, and there's no chemistry between Layla and Mark. All right, and Layla takes Mark to Mogart. He's riding horses bare-chested. He's looking sexy for the ladies. Layla keeps him occupied while Mark sneaks 10 feet away to this sarcophagus that's just like out in the open. And apparently Mark Spector doesn't know anything about Egyptian stuff, but don't worry, because Scared Steven does, and he's talking in like the reflection of the glass. So Scared Steven has all these ideas and tells Mark what to do. So basically, Mark or Steven, whoever at this point, folds these like 3 cloths, like these handkerchiefs that are on the sarcophagus, and they have stars, and if you fold them a certain way, somehow it lines up. And these got to be ancient pieces of cloth, right? If you would fold them or touch them, they would just turn to dust. But no, not these cloths. These must be magical cloths. But Mogart doesn't like Scared Steven or Mark touching his cloths, so he gets upset. And just when he gets upset, Hawke Harrow shows up, right? Conveniently. And he does something magical with his purple cane, and the sarcophagus opens. And that's cool, but everyone's like, hey, where did Mark Spector go? Or Scared Steven? And when you look up, there is Moon Knight. All right, so we're about 2 hours and 15 minutes into this thing, and finally we're going to get more than 10 seconds of Moon Knight. And was it any good? I don't think so, being honest. I thought the best part was when he jumped down, his cape formed that crescent shape. I was like, oh, I'm going to have to eat some crow. Wait, I like that. But, yeah, that's the only thing I liked. Because apparently everyone shoots at Moon Knight, and Moon Knight uses his cape to protect Layla, and it's bulletproof or something. It's like a bulletproof cape. And then he does some stupid spinny thing. I mean, it's so dumb. Oh, Mark, you're spinning around, baby. Oh, boy. That's the suit. That's the suit right there. Look at that. Look at that. And look, he's beat up, too. Look. That's right. He's supposed to be beat up. He's supposed to wear a normal suit and fight crime. No. But this Moon Knight, this MCU Moon Knight, he can, like, spin and collect bullets and spin around and shoot them back at everybody that shot him. Oh, that's so ridiculously stupid. He's got super strength. He can run through a fence. He can throw people like Captain America. You know, he's like a super soldier. Oh, my God. He can throw his crescent, right? This thing here. And, I can throw it. There you go. But it can come back like Mjolnir. And then you can just put it right back, right? That is dumb. And, of course, while all this is going on, you got to have Layla do something. So, there's a big tough guy next to the sarcophagus, and Layla's going to fight him. Yeah, because Layla's tough, man, and Layla can take this guy. Yeah, this is all stupid. There are no stakes in any of these fights. They are typical now Marvel fights. Again, they're not gritty like what the Russo brothers were doing. I watch this crap and I am so uninvested. I am so disinterested. This is terrible. They're not even choreographed well. Guys, I mean, can someone seriously tell me that these fights are interesting? Okay, and during this fight, we have Mark Spector as Moon Knight. He is going to turn back into Mr. Knight, the suit and tie version. And I think he goes from a Mark to Scared Steven when that happens. And it's played, again, as a brief joke. And Mr. Knight in the comics is not a joke. There's a good reason he's Mr. Knight. So again, I don't... Them playing with the Mr. Knight like that is just wasting Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight should be in season 2 when we have Mark Spector settle down, maybe in a city, and there's a need for Mr. Knight, right? Like in the comics. But, they're playing it as a dumb joke. Okay. Well, all the bad guys get away. I mean, after Moon Knight has spears in him and he just pulls out the spears like Wolverine, like nothing can hurt him. Nothing does hurt Moon Knight, apparently. So they're left with these little folded pieces of cloth that form some kind of star map. And how this works is you can only use this map if you match it with the sky, but the sky is from the past. So Khonshu can like turn back time and all the skies go back in time. So all the knights are going. It's so stupid, and everyone in Cairo's looking up, going, "What's going on with the sky?" Like he just keeps turning it, like swipe right, and so apparently there's like the stars from a certain time back in time, and Layla on her iPad, and I guess there's a lot of Egyptian music going on to try to make it dramatic. But it's a dumb scene. There's nothing dramatic or compelling about it. And apparently, I guess they find out what they needed to find out because my brain was turning this crap off. And at the very end, we have Harrow in the pyramid. And there's a little mini Khonshu. Here he is. And Harrow is getting sassy with mini Khonshu. And the episode ends. So officially, I'm confident in saying Moon Knight sucks. They ruined the character. There's nothing... I keep saying compelling, interesting about this MCU Moon Knight. You can't hurt him. His internal drama is just boring. And the plot of this show is you find one MacGuffin to find another MacGuffin, and then you fight a couple guys in a very uninteresting way, and Layla gets to beat up a dude every episode. That's Moon Knight so far. Moon Knight, again, is supposed to be Marvel's Batman. So why would you give Batman Hulk strength? Batman is a man. He's an exceptional man. He's a masculine man. He's worked hard to be strong and a good fighter, just like Mark Spector. But no, make Batman kind of like the Hulk, like Wolverine, invincible, and it takes all the drama out of being Batman. Again, this Mark Spector has a much better outfit. It doesn't magically appear on him. It's tactical and practical. And look, he's got a red bloodshot or black and blue eye, as he should, because he's a man. He can get hurt in the comics, not in the MCU. Take all the drama out of it. Same with Bruce Wayne. I mean, again, we've covered this, but Moon Knight should be Mark Spector, or Stephen Grant should be like Bruce Wayne. But no, it's like, let's take Bruce Wayne and just, make him weak, maybe like Bruce Banner, and let him, he works at a gift shop. It's just, why would you do that to Batman? Well, they're doing it to Moon Knight. I say you got to bring back the Russos. If the Russos would have done Moon Knight, holy crap, we would have had an awesome Moon Knight show. I think a movie would work better with Moon Knight because I've been watching this thing for like 3 hours now, and I've been like pausing it and going to the bathroom and like, doing a number 2 and on my iPhone. I'm checking my Tinder as in the middle of Moon Knight. All right, so Moon Knight, 3 episodes in, 3 to go. I'm very disappointed. I think they are ruining Moon Knight. Yeah, it's rough to get through for me. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Typical Marvel stuff. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about Moon Knight. Is it working for you? Are you enjoying this? Where does this rank amongst all the MCU product we're getting lately? Let me know in the comments. If you guys could share my hot take, I'd appreciate that. A thumbs up would be awesome so we can keep growing our little community here. We want to grow it like Harrow is growing a cult. we want to have our own cult here where we can, warp minds and all that stuff. All right, let me know in the comments. All right, Mini Conchu, before we go, what did you think about Moon Knight episode 3? Yep, you bet your Egyptian ass it did.